Good morning, students. Welcome back to our grammar class. Today, let us continue Grammar Way Lesson 8. Okay, so there are two more topics in this lesson, auxiliary verbs and finite and non-finite verbs. Okay, so let us start auxiliary verbs. So I think you have studied auxiliary verbs last year. Okay, so what are auxiliary verbs? Auxiliary verbs are used together with main verb, okay, to show the verb's tense or to form a negative question or to form a negative question. The auxiliary verbs are used together with main verb to show the what verbs tense form. Okay, and auxiliary verbs are also called what helping verbs. Helping verbs. Auxiliary verbs are used to help the main verb. Okay, so look at here in this. Two examples are given here. He is writing a letter. Jane has finished her painting. I am talking to my grandmother. So here in all these sentences, we can see two verbs. He is writing a letter. Is and writing. Here has finished. Am talking. Okay, so auxiliary verbs what are used together with a main verb. It is used just before the main verb. So a verb that comes before the main verb is the helping verb. So here in this first sentence, he is writing a letter. Writing is the main verb. So the verb that comes just before this main verb is is. So is an auxiliary verb because it is used to help the main verb writing. Jane has finished her painting. So here finished main verb and has auxiliary verb because it came just before the main verb, and also it is used to help the main verb. Then I'm talking to my grandmother. So talking is a main verb and am is used just before the main verb talking. So am is a helping verb. So the underlined verbs are main verbs and the verb is, has and am function as auxiliary verbs or helping verbs. And there are different forms of auxiliary verbs we have. We have different types of auxiliary verbs. Primary auxiliary verb and secondary auxiliary verbs. Primary auxiliaries and secondary. Secondary is otherwise called modal auxiliaries. So there are two types of auxiliary verbs in English. Primary auxiliary and secondary. Secondary means modal auxiliaries. And different forms of be, do and have can also function as main verb. Sometimes it can also function as main verb according to the sentence. Okay, let us study different forms of be, do and have. So look at here, the main verb in a sentence shows the action. Action verb is a main verb and the auxiliary is used along with this main verb. Then these are categorized as auxiliary. Primary auxiliary verbs are categorized according to various heads. ഇതൊക്കെയാണ് be forms. It is difficult to see. Okay, be forms, do forms and have forms. Which are be forms auxiliary verbs? Be forms auxiliary verbs is, are, was, were are called be forms. ഇതിനെ പറയുന്നത് be forms auxiliary verbs എന്നാണ്. Be forms is, are and was, were. Okay, so for present tense we use is, are. For past tense we take what was, were. So which are the be forms auxiliary verbs? Is, are, was were. Is are for present tense and was were for past tense. Then next section, do forms auxiliary verbs. Do forms. Okay, do forms. Do forms does and do. Does do for present tense, did for past tense. Do forms auxiliary verbs does, do and did. If the subject is singular, we take what the S form. If the subject is plural, we take do form. Subject singular ആണെങ്കിൽ we take what? S form. Like ആണെങ്കിൽ likes, eats, looks, etc. But if the subject is plural, we take do forms. Eat, look, walk, dance, etc. Along with simple past tense, we take what? Did form of the verb. Did, second form of the verb. Eat, ate, eaten. Ate, second form. Did plus eat is equal to 8. So did form for past tense. So do forms auxiliary verbs do, does and did. Then have, last third one, have. Okay, have forms, perfect forms എന്നും പറയാം. So these auxiliaries we used along with perfect tense. Perfect forms എന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത്. Has and have for present tense, had for past tense. Has, have, had are perfect forms. Have forms. So these are different types of auxiliary verbs. Do forms, be forms, perfect forms. Be form means am, is, are, was, were. Do forms do, does, did. Then perfect form has, have, had. ഇതൊക്കെ പഠിച്ചു വെച്ചോളുക. Auxiliary verbs. Then we have some other secondary auxiliaries. A lot of model auxiliaries we have. Here some are given here. Will, shall, will, can, shall, may. Okay, this will, future and past, would, can, could, shall, should, may, might. These are all future in past. Okay, model auxiliaries, future auxiliaries. Along with future tense, we use these auxiliaries. Will, shall, can, may. Okay. Then must, ought, need, dare, used to. These are also models, model auxiliaries that we will study later. Okay, so these, why we use this model auxiliaries, just to if we want to make request, we want to give suggestions, commands, instructions, seeking permission, or expressing possibility, we have to use this model auxiliaries. Okay, so now we are going to study this auxiliary verbs. So auxiliary verbs are called helping verbs, and it comes just before the main verb, and it helps the main verb in a sentence. Then what different forms of auxiliary verbs we have? Be forms, am, is, are, was, were. Do forms do, does, did. Then perfect form has, have, had. And some models also, future auxiliary, will, shall, can, may. Then must, ought, need, dare and used to. And we use model auxiliaries to make requests, to give suggestions, commands, instructions, seeking permission or expressing possibility. Okay, now an exercise is given, page number 38. Okay, page number 38. Read each sentence and write if the highlighted verbs given as an auxiliary verb or main verb. So we have to find out whether the verb is used as auxiliary verb or main verb. Okay, one has been done for you. First one, he has a rare collection of picture postcards. So here has is the highlighted word. So has. Here has is used as a main verb. Okay, so no other main verb here. Look at the sentence. He has a rare collection of picture postcards. No other main verb are there. So has is the main verb in that sentence. Okay, Then the students of class 6 are rehearsing for the play. So are rehearsing. So this auxiliary verb is here used just before this main verb. So this is main verb. Okay, rehearsing is main verb. The doctor and the nurse are extremely busy now. Are, so no other main verb here. So are is the main verb in the sentence. Okay, the doctor and nurse are extremely busy today. Then have you sent a reply to the email you received? So here have is the highlighted word. Have you sent, main verb is here, sent. So have is the auxiliary verb. Okay, then Manish had participated in the marathon last month. Here had auxiliary verb ആണ്. So because participated is the main verb in the sentence. Then we are planning to go to Amsterdam for a holiday. So here planning is main verb. Auxiliary verb is are. Okay, then I am puzzled by the strange behavior. I am puzzled. Puzzled is the main verb, and am here is auxiliary verb. Okay, AV, auxiliary verb. Then the swans were swimming happily in the pond. Swimming, main verb, may used as main verb because auxiliary verb is were. So you have to write whether it is the highlighted word is main verb or an auxiliary verb. Okay. So the answer is given here. Answer key is attached here. Okay. Make use of this page for completing the exercises. Now one more topic in this lesson. Finite and non-finite verbs. Finite and non-finite verb. So verbs are of two types. Verbs are of two types. Finite verb and non-finite verbs. Then what is a finite verb? A finite verb functions as the main verb in a sentence. Finite verb functions as the main verb in a sentence. It shows tense and agreement with the subject. That is, if a verb in a sentence changes according to tense, person or number, it is called finite verb. If a verb in a sentence changes according to tense, person means first person, second person, third person. I, we, first person. Second person means you. Third person, he, she, it. So if a verb changes according to the person or tense. Tense means present, past, future. And number means singular, plural. So if a verb changes according to the tense, number, then what, person in the given sentence, that verb is a finite verb. That verb is a finite verb. Okay. So look at this sentence. Two sentences are given here. Okay. Neeta likes to watch the butterflies in the garden. Neeta and her sister like to watch the butterflies in the garden. So here in these sentences we can see two tenses. Okay. Likes, watch, to watch. Likes and to watch. So look at the first sentence. Neeta likes to watch the butterflies in the garden. In the first sentence, the verb is likes. Likes. You know why we use likes? Because Neeta is the subject and it is singular. So according to the subject verb agreement, that is, if the subject is singular, we have to take the singular verb. Does form. That is why S form came here. Neeta singular ആയതുകൊണ്ട് നമ്മൾ ഡസ് ചേർക്കുമ്പോഴാണ് likes ആകുന്നത്. But look at the second sentence. Neeta and her sister like to watch. In the second sentence, we didn't use S form because here the subject changed. Subject is plural. Neeta and her sister. Subject plural ആയപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ do form ആണ് എടുത്തത്. So do plus like. First sentence subject singular, so we took does form. Second sentence subject plural, so we take do form. Like, the first verb, main verb, changes according to the subject here. Whereas, look at the second verb, to watch. No change at all. To watch in the first sentence, to watch in the second sentence. Its form doesn't change. So, if a verb changes its form according to the subject of the sentence, subject or person or number, tense, etc., it is called finite verb. So here like is a finite verb and to watch is non-finite because it doesn't change at all. Okay, so in the first sentence, the verb changes according to the person or subject of the sentence. So it is a finite verb. So like is a finite verb. And non-finite verb don't have any agreement with the subject. Subject-ആയിട്ട് ഒരു കണക്ഷനും ഇല്ല. It doesn't change as per subject, person or number. It doesn't change as per subject, person or number. It is called non-finite verb. So finite and non-finite verbs. If a verb changes according to the subject or tense or number, it is called finite verb. And if they don't have any agreement, non-finite verb, if the verb doesn't have any agreement with the subject, it doesn't change as per the subject, person or number, it is called non-finite verb. Okay. Now one more point is given here, that is there are three kinds of non-finite verbs: infinitives, gerunds and participles. So finite alla non-finite ആണ്. Non-finite, three kinds of non-finites we have. First one is infinitive, second one gerund and participles. Okay, infinitives എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താ, what do we mean by infinitive? 2 plus verbs base form. ഓക്കെ, ഇപ്പോൾ ഇൻഫിനിറ്റീവ് ഫോം ഓഫ് ഈറ്റ് വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മൾ എങ്ങനെ ഇൻഫിനിറ്റീവ് ആക്കും? ടു ഈറ്റ് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ഇൻഫിനിറ്റീവാണ്. ടു വാക്ക് ഇൻഫിനിറ്റീവ്, ടു ഡാൻസ്. സോ 2 plus base form of the verb is infinitive. ഓക്കെ, വേർബിൻ്റെ കൂടെ ബേസ് ഫോമിൻ്റെ കൂടെ 2 ചേർക്കുമ്പോൾ അത് ഇൻഫിനിറ്റീവ് ആകും. Gerund means ing form. That is, if a verb is used as the gerund means when we use a verb in place of a noun. When we use a verb in place of a noun, it is called gerund. Ing form ആയിരിക്കും. Walking, looking, walking. Okay, walking is a good exercise. So here walkings comes in the position of a subject. It is called gerund. ing നമുക്ക് പല രീതിയിലും യൂസ് ചെയ്യാം. If it is used as the in place of a noun, it is called gerund. Then participles, we have participles എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ present participle, past participle. Present participle എന്ന് verb plus ing form is present participle. Then past participle, then perfect participles, etc. So all these we will study later. Okay. Then exercise, underline the finite verbs and circle the non-finite verb in this sentences. Okay. Page number 40. Page number 40. Underline the finite verbs and circle the non-finite verbs. One has been done for you. The teacher asked us to complete the assignment. Finite verb ആണെങ്കിൽ underline ചെയ്യണം, non-finite ആണെങ്കിൽ circle ചെയ്യണം. So here in this sentence, the teacher asked us. Ask നമ്മൾ asked ആക്കി, കണ്ടോ? ആസ്ഡ് ആസ്കാണ് അതിനെ നമ്മൾ ആസ്ക്ഡ് ആക്കി അക്കോർഡിംഗ് ടു ദ ടെൻസ് വന്നപ്പോൾ ചേഞ്ച് വന്നു. സോ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് എ ഫൈനൈറ്റ് വേർബ് whereas to complete is a non-finite. Okay, then I like to walk on wet grass. ടു ചേർന്ന് വരുന്ന എല്ലാം ഇൻഫിനിറ്റീവ്സ് ആണ്, അത് ശ്രദ്ധിച്ചാൽ മതി കേട്ടോ. ഐ ലൈക്ക് ഈസ് ഫൈനൈറ്റ്, ടു വാക്ക് നോൺ ഫൈനൈറ്റ്. ടു വാക്ക് സർക്കിൾ ചെയ്യുക. ദ മൗണ്ടൻ സീംഡ് ഫൈനൈറ്റ്. To climb is non-finite. Then my 4 friends sat down to solve ഇത് non-finite. The policeman told the driver to park. Told, finite verb, because all these underlined verbs change according to the subject. Okay, then we go to the park to play. The farmer got ready to plow the fields. The lion pounced on the deer to kill it. Pounced, to kill. To kill is the non-finite verb. Okay, the answer is given here. Then fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verbs in bracket. One has been done for you. First one, we dash fresh fruits and vegetables to stay fit and healthy. Okay, fill in the blanks with correct verbs are given here in the bracket. We have to give the correct form of these verbs. Okay, we dash fresh fruits and vegetables. We eat fresh fruits and vegetables to stay fit and healthy. Then my mother dashed for a walk every morning. My mother likes to go for a walk. My mother is singular, so likes ആക്കണം, S form. My mother likes to go for a walk every morning. Then the teacher dashed the students dashed the instruction. The teacher asked the students to follow. Okay, the teacher asked the students to follow the instruction. The birds dashed down from the tree, dash at the grains. The birds flew, FLEW, flew to peck. Then Ben dashed across the busy street to his friends. The Ben walked, WALKED, walked. To speak. The policeman dashed the thief. The policeman ordered the thief to surrender. Okay, then the painter dashed up the painting. The painter picked up, PICKED, picked up the painting to hang it on the wall. Then Rohan dash on the television, dashes the Rohan switched on, SWITCHED, switched on the television to watch his favorite program, to watch. Okay, so these are the answer. Here we have answer key. Okay, so write all the answers in your grammar text and study well. And today, Wednesday, you will have a grammar test at 7:30. I'll send the question paper through your class group, and write all. It is chapter lesson, adjectives, comparatives, adjectives and comparatives, comparative form, degrees of comparison. Okay, study well, and all should write test paper. Okay, so thank you. Have a nice day.